What if two of the most common supplements sitting in your cabinet right now are quietly working against each other, or worse, slowly affecting your heart, brain, or energy levels without you even realizing it? This isn't a scare tactic, it's a calm but vital warning rooted in both scientific research and real world experience. As we grow older, the timing of what we take becomes increasingly important, far more than most people think. Certain vitamins and supplements perform exceptionally well when taken alone, but when they're swallowed together, side by side, they can start to interfere with one another, dampening each other's effects, or in some cases, triggering unwanted consequences that were never intended. Today, we're going to look closely at 5 common supplement combinations that older adults often take, combinations that seem harmless but may not be, and explain why they should not be taken together. More importantly, we'll guide you on how to properly space them out so that each supplement can communicate clearly with your body. We'll also help you bring harmony back into your supplement schedule so you can continue supporting your health with confidence, not fear. This is about restoring rhythm, not creating alarm. With a few thoughtful adjustments, you can make sure your routine works for you, not against you. 1. Vitamin C plus B12. You take your vitamins with care and purpose. A little orange pill for immunity, a small red dot for energy and nerve support. They sit together on your breakfast plate, part of a morning ritual you've grown to trust. But what if these two well-meaning nutrients don't quite speak the same language? Vitamin C is sharp, acidic, quick to act. B12, on the other hand, is delicate, sensitive. It needs time and space to be absorbed properly. When taken at the same time, vitamin C can subtly degrade B12 before your body even gets the chance to benefit from it. You won't notice it immediately, not that day, not that week. But slowly, quietly, signs begin to surface. Unexplained fatigue, tingling in your fingers, words that seem to vanish just before you speak. You might chalk it up to aging or to stress, but maybe, just maybe, it's a matter of timing. Here's a more thoughtful rhythm. Take vitamin C after breakfast and give it time to settle, to do its energizing work. Then, allow B12 its own moment, perhaps mid-morning or after lunch. Just 2 hours of separation can make all the difference. This isn't about restriction, it's about kindness through spacing, because healing doesn't come from a flood of good things all at once. It comes from a sequence, like music, one note, then the next. When your body receives these nutrients in the right order, energy returns, not as a surge, but as clarity, a name remembered, a step that feels steady and more truly yours again. 2. Calcium plus magnesium. You've heard the advice for years. Protect your bones, take calcium, stay strong. And you listen. You stir it into smoothies, you take it faithfully, a quiet promise to your future self. Because no one wants the day when stairs feel like mountains or a minor fall leads to major breaks. But here's what's often left unsaid. Calcium doesn't build strength on its own. It needs magnesium, not just nearby, but truly heard. Magnesium is more than a helper. It's a regulator of over 300 processes in your body. It keeps your heartbeat steady, your muscles relaxed, your nerves firing smoothly. It's the soft, steady conductor beneath calcium's strong percussion. Yet when calcium is taken in high doses, especially by itself, it can overwhelm magnesium, silencing its voice. The result? You feel stiff instead of strong. You get leg cramps that arrive without warning. You sleep but wake up clenched. Your heart races when it should be calm, all while your blood tests return within the normal range. You believe you're helping your body, but inside there's quiet conflict. A duet turned into a tug of war. So perhaps true strength begins not in more, but in better balance. Aim for a 2-to-1 calcium to magnesium ratio, or better yet, take them separately. Let calcium lead after breakfast. Let magnesium speak before bed. And always take them with food, never on an empty stomach, never in a rush. Because healing isn't about force, it's about flow. Bones are built not by what crashes in, but by what settles gently. Give magnesium the space it deserves, and you may find your strength returning, not as stiffness, but as calm, not as effort, but as ease, in steadier sleep, in fewer cramps, in a breath that no longer catches. Sometimes your body isn't asking for more, it's simply asking for balance. 3. Zinc plus copper. Zinc, you hear about it everywhere. It's in throat lozenges, immune blends, winter wellness kits. Take zinc, they say, and you'll stay healthy. So you do. Especially after 60, when your body seems to ask for a little more help, zinc becomes the hero you trust. But there's something you're not told. Too much zinc can quietly block copper. And copper doesn't scream. It doesn't cause sharp, immediate pain. It simply fades, slowly, silently. And as it disappears, so do things you never connected. Lingering fatigue, even when you've rested. Feeling unusually cold, in your hands, feet, even in your chest. Strange lab results with no clear explanation. Because low copper doesn't wave a red flag. It just retreats, and with it, your body loses a key stabilizer. The answer isn't to stop zinc, it's to let copper take its own turn. Alternate days, or space them out by a few hours. Take zinc in the morning, copper in the evening, or vice versa. Let them both speak, but not over each other. Your body doesn't need shouting, it needs harmony. Sometimes healing doesn't come from adding more. It comes from allowing space, so one nutrient doesn't drown out the rest. That persistent chill you've been blaming on the weather? It may be something else, something quieter, deeper, asking gently to be heard again. 4. Green tea plus iron. You drink green tea because it feels right, clean, calming, intentional. It's a ritual, a statement of who you are now, someone who makes wise, mindful choices. And green tea is good. It soothes inflammation, balances metabolism, and brings moments of calm. But in that clear, innocent cup are tannins, plant compounds that are natural, honest, and subtle. But tannins have a tendency. They bind to iron in your digestive system, particularly the non-heme iron found in plant-based supplements. And once they bind, they block absorption. So while you take your iron supplement every day, faithfully, wondering why the fatigue still lingers, why your energy keeps slipping, the answer might be gently floating in your teacup. You don't need to give up the tea or the iron, you just need to give each its space. Try this rhythm. Let green tea have its moment mid-morning, unaccompanied. Let iron arrive on its own, perhaps first thing in the morning with lemon water, or later with a small meal. The separation can be just enough to let both work fully without interference, because your body isn't confused, it's just overwhelmed. Healing doesn't always come from stronger supplements. It often comes from smarter timing. That weariness you've been carrying, it may not be age, it may be two good things simply asking for their own time to help you, not together, but in harmony. 5. Vitamin D plus vitamin K. You take vitamin D because it's what you've been told, for strong bones, better immunity, improved mood. And it makes sense, especially as the years pass and the sun feels a little more distant from your skin. But what vitamin D does inside your body is powerful. It ushers calcium into your bloodstream, not just a trace, plenty, enough to build and fortify, to support the structure that holds you upright. But what happens when calcium floods in and has no guide? It drifts. What was meant to become bone can instead become buildup, in arteries and joints in the soft corridors of the body that were never meant to harden. That's where vitamin K comes in, not with fanfare, but with wisdom. It doesn't compete, it directs. It gently signals to calcium, not here, over there, to your bones, to your teeth, to the very places that are ready to hold, not block. Try this instead. Take vitamin D and vitamin K together, but always with a meal that includes healthy fats, avocado, olive oil, nuts, or if your day allows it, space them gently apart. Vitamin D in the morning sun, vitamin K with your midday meal. Don't rush to stack them without thought. Because strength isn't just about what you take in, it's about where it lands. And sometimes it's the quietest nutrients, the ones with the least hype, that are doing the deepest work, guiding everything behind the scenes. Your bones don't just need density, they need direction, they need discernment to know when to lead and when to follow. Your supplement shelf may look clean, orderly, helpful, but healing doesn't come from order alone. Healing comes from rhythm, from knowing when to take, when to wait, when to let one supplement speak while another listens. This isn't about fear. It's not about tossing bottles into the trash. It's about awareness. It's about listening. It's about allowing your body to do what it does best with just a little more kindness in the timing. One capsule at a time, you can rebuild that trust. You don't need to fear your supplements. You simply need to space them wisely. Small shifts make quiet transformations. And next, we'll explore 5 powerful supplement pairs that actually work better together, especially after 60. Comment below, sort my supplements. Because the conversation doesn't end here. It begins with one change and becomes a path back to clarity, energy, and ease.